Hi, I'm Jill Wignall. I'm hosting the Slow Stitch Sew Along and lots of you are taking part in that, which is fantastic. This is week 2 and we are going to learn backstitch. So backstitch is really good for creating pictures in your embroidery, particularly line drawings. Backstitch is used to create lines, often the outline of a shape or something like that. I like to use it to draw pictures on my work. So as you might know, I like to do lots of line drawing in my drawing and painting work, and this is a really nice way of doing that through stitch. So let's see the video, and I hope to look forward to seeing your work and the line drawings that you do on your embroideries. So to do backstitch, you're going to need some embroidery floss on a needle. I'm using 2 strands, so I've split a 6-strand cotton to have these 2 strands, and I put a knot on the back. I'm gonna just go straight this way, but it really doesn't matter which way you go. To show you how to do it, I'm just going to do it in a straight line. Come up until your knot touches the back of your fabric. Go back slightly and down. Then come up slightly forward from where you originally started and go back down through the same point where you started. So up and then down. And you can see why it's called backstitch, because you're always going slightly back on yourself. Now another way of doing this, which I would recommend because it's much quicker, is to use one finger under the fabric to guide you and put your needle coming out slightly ahead, so you're just making it 1 step rather than 2. Go down, again, and up. So I've just poked the needle slightly further along and then pull it out. Down, up, slightly, whoops. So always just going slightly further along and then coming back on yourself. I'm going to use one of these Pilot friction point pen, which is removed with heat, so I use a hairdryer to just get rid of it. Pilot friction point pen in 0.5. And I'm going to use that to draw onto the fabric. I'm just going to do a simple leaf shape. As before, start with your needle with a knot at the end. Not everyone uses knots in embroidery, but I prefer to. You're going to come up, go down, and slightly forward on your first stitch. I'm going to hold that a little closer so that you can see. I'm going to go down through that same point and then forward. See the way the stitch is going backwards. Down through the same point and bring the needle forwards. And I'm going to keep going round like that, going down and then coming back up
and pulling. I'm going to keep doing that all the way around the leaf. Just show you what I do when I get to this point, just as before I go down, and then rather than coming back up here, I just follow the line. So go down and then follow the line like that. So now go down at the where you and come up. I will keep going around until it comes to the end, and then I'll tie it off with a knot, and that's how I've used running stitch to make a shape, and that can get quite detailed and really make a nice line drawing on your embroidery.